let's go to Nathan Tucci. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
How's everyone doing? So we did have to skip weekend options. Actually, I should have mentioned this on opening playbook, but I didn't even realize that we were close on our filter there. So it does give us a skip. I think the good news is our skips so far this year have been very good skips. I wasn't even on my radar earlier, but you guys could still take the general trade structure if you want. But we're going to do a little bonus trade anyway with a little two-way action today. We're actually 3 for 3 on these little weekend two-way bonus trades for closing playbook. So I am hoping we go 4 for 4 on that. Dave, you asked about the shotgun trades. I have no idea, so I guess I'll let Graham answer on that one.
Let me look. They were not great this morning, Nate. Like I said, I should be banished from the shotgun trades. After doing it all on my own. Well, Kane was here to help.
Kane helped. Kane
was here to help.
Oh, so we can blame Kane. That's perfect.
Yeah. Oklo,
Yeah.
no soup. MicroStrategy, nope. Let's see. Meta was Kane, nope. Cart was Kane, nope.
Are you serious?
It was probably the worst one ever. NVIDIA is technically right around full profit. That was slightly in the money.
Okay.
If you get 187.50 here, so 12 cents here.
Okay.
Full profit.
So there's hope in
the
the
want to just
galaxy.
close it because the time if your account hasn't already. Palantir. I think that was Kane. I don't know who. I don't think I did Palantir, but no good. Robinhood. I did do that one. That one's a winner. Full winner there.
Oh, there you go. Leave it to Hood to great. Oh, wow. 2
was
plus
Kane,
percent. Nice.
no good. ANET was me, no good. So probably the worst Shotgun Thursday on the record. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to. It's like Eli.
Wait,
Manning.
ANET's up 1%.
ANET was our hedge. It's like Eli Manning, trying to get as many interceptions in the game so you can get on the record board. Actually, it might have been Peyton Manning. I don't know.
Oh man. Well, that's fun. Well, I don't mean to laugh if anyone was taking those trades, but that is kind of a classic.
Hopefully people didn't go too crazy in them. I think I had lost $250. So
for what it's worth, we did have the banner running the whole time.
Well, you need to run 2 banners when Graham's doing it from now on.
That's true.
No, but it is just kind of a classic thing when you say, okay, then we'll do this one for a hedge, and then that one goes up and everything else is weak. It's just like a classic trader thing that can sometimes happen there. But anyway, I have to tell you guys something else, but I can't show it to you because Graham told me I'm not allowed to show it to you. I had what I think is probably one of the coolest breakthroughs ever on profit pairs, which I hinted at before, but pretty much done with it now, or done with the concept of it, I guess you would say. And I think it's the coolest thing. But Graham said that I'm not allowed to show it to you yet because we've been throwing so many different things at you. So I'll show it to you on Monday. Speaking of breakthroughs, I just saw the latest update on the seasonality stuff. It is going to be insane. You want to give one more probe on that, Graham, for Sunday?
Yeah, you can see I took my polo off today because I was thinking about taking off a little bit earlier today because my brain is a little bit cooked from just being in this all day long. I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want to show here because I want to show everything. I just want to leave a little teaser. You guys should know about the Nicolas Cage. Does everyone know about Nicolas Cage by now?
No.
Oh, you don't?
You don't know about Nicolas? Oh, wow. Nick Cage, the greatest actor of our generation. You don't know about this?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I know he's the greatest actor of our generation, but I don't know whatever you're about to tell me.
Oh, you be prepared to be blown away.
All right.
So Sunday, we're going to be looking at, this is just a little season sampler right here. I think we've got about 20 different data points we're going to be looking at Sunday night, lining them all up, trying to see what the data is telling us. Like the Mark Twain quote that I forgot yesterday. I could not remember what it was for the first 5 seconds, and I remembered. Dave, do you want to go ahead and repeat that one for us? I know you were probably thinking about it all night.
Yeah, it had something to do with your eggs hatching
It's
or crossing a bridge. I don't remember.
History doesn't always repeat itself, but it
That's what
often
it was.
rhymes.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. It often rhymes. So if we don't know what's happened in the past, how can we expect to get a good gauge on what's happening in the future? Sunday night, I'm going to walk you through a whole bunch of things that I look at, some charts I'm looking at right now that are giving me a gauge on not just the S&P, but gold, Bitcoin. I'm going to give you guys exact price targets and all those things. Now, I do have
There he is.
There he is right there. I do have my good friend Nicolas Cage, who in National Treasure was trying to decode the treasure map here, but he couldn't do it without the goggles. He had nothing, he didn't have any data points here to help him out. But he did have these awesome spectacles made by Ben Franklin that had multiple different lenses, and by looking through each lens, he got a little extra piece to the pie. And eventually, after getting all the data, putting it all together, it gave him a really good idea on what to do next. So that's what we're going to do Sunday night. We're going to put on our different lenses and see what it tells us about the stock market, where it's headed, what to do there. And then, I've got a big surprise for you guys. Again, I am like...
that was such an allegory. I don't know where we're going to go from here. Like, that was good.
Oh, it only gets better. I'm also going to give you guys the 10 stocks that typically perform best in October. We're going to talk about data, and then I'll just boil it down to a couple stocks that make it real easy to trade. And we'll talk about how a new little upgrade here allows you just to click on a stock, pull up all the data you need to know. And down here is my beautiful mock-up here. I'm supposed to get the full version back here in just a little bit, but it'll have a lot of buttons, a lot more than you're used to seeing. But we're going to have the call option trade, the income plays with the buffer room, the wrap order, half target debit spread, max ROI debit spread. I'll walk you through it all Sunday night, but this is probably going to be the most impressive thing I've ever built myself. And I can't take all the credit. We've got a great team of developers here and coders who help bring our ideas and our strategies to life here. But it's probably going to be the most impressive thing I've ever done. Very excited to share it and walk you guys all through it Sunday. So that'll be Sunday night. There's no sign-up link, nothing like that. It'll just be, we'll send out a reminder in Telegram. And that'll be how to join the room. So make sure you're in Telegram. If you're not already, I'll throw the link here in the chat.
Yeah, looking forward to Sunday night. I'm not sure if I'll be able to be there for the whole thing, but I am looking forward to the full preview because I've only seen little snapshots myself there, and so definitely excited about that. Dave said he's going to do the opposite of the shotgun trades. Dave, it's not that bad. I mean, I think I was like 14 for my first 17 or something. It's got a couple runs.
This is the first weekend. It was net negative, wasn't it?
We had that first week when the SPY actually sold like 2%. But
the other issue too is I told them all. I said we got a big issue here because Nate's not here. Normally I go for all the aggressive ones, and Nate does the more conservative ones. So we'll at least get some winners with Nate, and maybe I'll get a fun one with my trade. I think we went all aggressive yesterday. Yeah. Nvidia was not aggressive. Nvidia and Hood. Nvidia was in the money. Hood was two ways, just going for $2 move in either direction. Those are the only two that won.
Well,
the other ones were all aggressive. So
there you go. Well, speaking of the aggressive, the market has been aggressive. All the indexes hit all-time highs today. Then we sold off a little bit, but I think we're starting to get some volatility. The Qs are starting to move a little bit more, getting a bit of a wider range. So I think those do set up well for a two-way trade, so we can do that. Let's see where we're at right now. Yeah, we were at our high is 607.33, and we're 603.56 right now. So we moved almost, what was that, 0.75% just in a couple hours. We're definitely getting some movement here today, even though, right now they're only down 0.36%. So not actually a really big move. But let's go ahead and look and see how much we can get on the Qs. Let me share my screen and we will go ahead and take a look-see.
By the way, for the folks who don't know and weren't here early, there are always links in the announcements below the presentation. Every opening and closing playbook, you can always find Graham's Telegram, Nate's Telegram, the link to the replays, some of our signups and stuff like that. Cool. Just got to scroll down on the page you're on.
Okay, so these are the Qs. Look at them go. It wasn't too long ago we were talking about they were lagging behind and not making all-time highs from the February highs, and look where we are now. Unbelievable to see this. But what we want to do is zoom in a lot further here maybe take you down to an hourly chart and just try to find, okay, can we get something like a $4 to $5 move under 1% on either side, well under 1% on either side by the time Monday expires, and give us enough meat on the bone. Now, when I say meat on the bone, what do I mean? I mean profit potential. We want to trade it in a way where we can make 30, 40% ROI with a relatively small move. If we can, require the Qs to move 0.5% in either direction to make 10%, that risk reward's not good enough because there is a high enough percentage of the time where QQQ does nothing that we're going to lose if we're not getting enough bang for our buck. And yes, 7 p.m. on Sunday night, for those of you who asked, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour before Sunday night kickoff or so, hour and a half maybe. That's when we'll be live. Okay. Man, my charts are unlinked. See, Graham, this keeps happening where they unlink for some reason. I don't know what's going on there on Thinkorswim, but what we're going to do here is we're going to go to the QQQ. We're going to go to October 6th. So that's a 3-day expiration. This is Monday's expiration. And so what we're going to do is see if we can take a trade in a way where we can get a small move in either direction and give us enough profit potential. So the way that I do this is I simply look at the option prices themselves. I'm not drawing anything on the chart. I'm not looking for any kind of algorithmic thing to tell me how far to go, just literally looking at the actual option prices. And if I can go out just a couple dollars, like this one is 604, 605, we're almost all the way up to 604 now, so probably have to go to the 605, 606. I can get that to about 41 cents. On the flip side, go over here to the 601, 602, and look at that. That's actually pretty easy. That means we need about a $3 move on the downside, a little bit less, and less than a $3 move on the upside for about a 65-cent trade. Will make over 50% ROI. That is about 0.5% on the Q, so it's not nothing. But our hope is that we get, a big enough move between now and the end of day Monday that we'll either finish above 606 or below 601. What's that, about a 0.4% move in either direction? And for that, we can grab about a 55% ROI. So let me go ahead and pop this one here in the chat. This would be the buy to open October 6th, QQ 605 call, sell to open October 6th, QQQ 606.
So just to be clear, this is not from an official program or anything like that. That's just something Nathan is pulling out right now. It's not going to be, I would imagine, quite as speculative as Shotgun Thursday trades, but not also from a premium program either.
Correct. I'm going to sell the 601 put, and that debit should be about 65 cents. Now, as always, you guys can let this expire and go for a full profit potential there. Make sure my numbers are right because I'm talking and typing at the same time, which is never good. Should match what I have here and should give you a debit mid price if it's right. But this trade is basically non-directional. Let's see a move in either direction. Try to get filled at 64 and crawl it up a little bit if I have to here. And if you want to put a target on it, you can. Traditionally with these weekend trades, I kind of just wait and see how it opens and then go from there. Luann asks, is it an iron condor? Technically, it's a reverse iron condor because you're actually wanting it to move outside the range. But in Thinkorswim, it will still build it as an iron condor. And so it'll still call it an iron condor in the ticket. Some brokers like Fidelity, I know if you select iron condor and choose those strikes, it literally won't allow you to put it in the trade because it'll say this is not a true iron condor, whereas Thinkorswim will. So it just depends on what your broker's language is. But really, it's a reverse iron condor because you have a bullish debit spread and you have a bearish debit spread that you're putting in at the same time. Again, you can put a target. If you put a target, maybe put a target of like 85 cents or something like that, kind of halfway, maybe even up to 90 cents. But I'm going to wait and see what happens over the course of the weekend. I did not get filled, by the way. Let's see if I can get filled at 65 there. Should fill if the mid price is in the 64 range. And it does instantly fill at 65. I know Buck beat us a little bit there by 64. The max return here? Well, that's a good question. Let's go ahead and go through the max return together because we haven't actually brought the calculator up and gone through it in a little while. So let's take a second and do that. I'll flip my screen over here.
Nate,
There we go.
I also have a trade for us this weekend.
All right. Well, let me do this
ready.
real quick, and then well, actually, you go because I don't want to run out of market time. Go ahead.
Well, I hate to cut you off.
Trade first, explain later.
I was playing with something, and obviously, my life's mission is to beat your weekend options. Number one mission in life. No, actually, it's number two behind. Number one is Amanda getting us our closing playbook theme song.
Oh,
well, I didn't play it today because we need to look at it. It's cut off.
Yeah,
at the end of the
we ran out of
recording.
credits. We got to get more credits.
This
Is a trade. Actually, it's been working, Nate, every day of the week except for Thursday. Thursday's not been good. If I took the time to show you the testing here, it's just no good on Thursday. So I'm messing with it. But this is a. Has anyone here traded a calendar spread before?
Well, Kane was actually showing them calendar spreads in yesterday's closing playbook.
Oh, well, that's funny. What are the odds? I've really been looking into calendar spreads. I just been testing it on the S&P right now just because we have the daily options, makes it really easy. But basically, you're selling the short-dated option and then buying one with just a little more time. What I've been doing here, and I've done 6 of these trades so far. I'm 6-0. This is every single day except for Thursdays. 6-0 so far. I've done one over the weekend, so I'm 1-0 over the weekend, but we know it's not going to win all the time. This type of trade wins about 80% of the time, averages about 7% over the weekend. When we're right, we're using a profit target of 20%. So when we're right, normally making around 20% over the weekend. The only rule here outside of just doing a calendar spread, and you guys can see kind of the basic rules here, 60 delta, selling that Monday, buying that Tuesday expiration. The only other rule here is just VIX. In this case, we want the VIX below 20 for the best result. So I'll go ahead and give you guys this one in the chat. Again, this is not going to have a better win rate than weekend options because I can't get 100% win rate here no matter how hard I try. But 80% win rate with 20% profit target's pretty good. And you might, if you're quick at math, you might look at that and say, well, if we're going to lose 100% when we lose, that's not great odds. But the thing is, with the calendar spread, you rarely would ever lose 100%. Your normal loser is going to be about 50% because you do have the extra day of expiration. So it's just a little less volatile than just doing a flat out 0 DTE. So I've just been trying these out. I just took this trade myself. Let me type up the trade I just took, and you'll be able to follow along if you want to, and then I'll give you a target as well. We're going to be buying the 7th of October expiration. This is SPY, buying the 669 call, and then we're going to sell the 6th of October. Same strike, 669 call. I got filled for 70-cent debit. I'm not sure what it is right now. If anyone knows, let me go look it up.
So I know what the next 3 comments are going to be. Yeah, the dollar amounts are supposed to be the same because we're doing a calendar spread now and not a vertical spread. So the difference is the dates, not necessarily the strikes.
Yep, that's exactly right. It's at 73 cents now. So depending on what you get filled at, you'll have to set your target. I got filled at 70 cents. You can see here, the rule is also to open trades at 3:30. So we're not exactly following this rule. I mean, I'll just go ahead and update the time to 3:50. I have no clue what's going to come on the other side of this. But
it's
overall,
the secret hack or just totally.
It might be the secret hack. I mean, it is a little more expensive right now. So far, not working in our favor. But the way that this works, generally speaking, again, we're buying one with 2 days till expiration, 2 market days, and we're selling one with 1 day till expiration. Day speaking, obviously, it's because it's a Friday. That's going to look a little bit different. But ideally, all right, here we go. So same win rate, actually a little bit better. Nate, look at that. You're right.
There you go.
Secret hack entering at 350. You do a little bit better over time. Love it. We're really just going for decay of that shorter dated contract. We just want to be the collecting that premium there on that sold contract. Yes, it is a debit, but we just want to see it fade. The way you lose on this trade is if the market makes a crazy drop over the weekend, if it drops 1%, roughly speaking 1% or more, or if the markets make a crazy jump over the weekend, that short dated call will probably gain a little extra value, where it'll be tougher to hit that profit target. With that said, if you got filled, depending on your price, I'm just going to give you if you got filled at 73, what your target would be. You would set a net debit target GTC at 88 cents, would be a little over 20% for that trade, and it should fill automatically if it all works out. It was funny. It's pretty cool, honestly. Again, you can lose. It wins 80% of the time, 81% right now based on the time we're entering. The way you lose is if we just get a crazy jump in either direction in the market. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we have a very normal day within 1% on either side, can make some good money. That's my free trade for you guys over the weekend. If it doesn't work, you'll never hear from me about this again.
One and done.
Yeah.
One and done. No, I like it. I like the calendar. I haven't really hardly ever done any calendars, but I know a couple people who do them. Obviously Kane does some, Roger does some. I think Roger also does some with like seasonality as a, as a kicker there. So it's definitely some interesting ideas. It's just so cool, honestly, to see how many different structures there are, and different ways to take advantage of things. Especially when you think that most people, all they ever do is trade regular calls and puts. And there's so much potential out here to do things another way.
Here I thought I was so smart. LKT says Kane is crushing it with his 75% win rate, 12.5% target, 25% stop loss. Very nice.
Yeah, that is phenomenal. Couple other I guess kind of housekeeping notes of things we've had rolling here on a Friday. Would love to get an update from everyone on how you're doing. I know Shotgun Trades maybe was not the prettiest site from Thursday, but I think over the last 2 weeks, we've been rolling pretty good here on opening and closing Playbook. I don't know how many people got into the Bitcoin trade we did on September 30th. Dave, I'm already up 49% on that trade. So I've got a long way to go to get to 100 grand in profits, but I'm up 11,200 so far in 2.5 days. So hopefully anyone who took that one is rolling quite along there. We also did that CLSK Mara trade on top of the CLSK just longer term trade. I already closed that because if you guys saw today, CLSK was up like 8% at one point while Mara was like down or break even. So that was a really nice pair trade. Took profits on that one. The CLSK just debit spread that was long term. Let's see what mine's at right now, because I know we have different ones here, but I have the one that's out a little bit further, up 185%.
You don't even
right
want to
now.
look at grams. You don't even want to look at grams CLSK.
777%.
Oh my goodness!
Right there.
Well, that makes up for any Shotgun Thursday trades right there.
Yeah, that one's up $417 because I only got a couple contracts. I think it filled on all of them. I tried to. Bummer there. The other one's up about $100. So yeah, that covered my round of Shotgun Thursdays.
Also, Graham, I have this NVIDIA trade, and I think it must have came from you because I have no idea what it is.
That was Apex, yeah.
Because that one's up 130% for me.
Yep.
And then our gold trade, the 344, 345 is up 132%. Then I've got some premium trades that are rolling. I do have this open OPEN that I tried to short that is just getting hammered. So I can't take credit for that one there. And I think I have at least one box trade. I think it's Tesla that ended up not moving that I stayed in between here. Which is unfortunate because I think it was okay for a minute there. And then ended up being, kind of in between. Yeah, so Tesla. So I do have a couple losers in there. But overall, I feel like we're rolling pretty hot in opening and closing Playbook. And I hope you guys have been able to get a piece of the action there. Let's see. Any other kind of housekeeping things that we had on the list?
There was something I said we should talk. Oh, there was if there was somebody who was got a T-shirt this morning in opening Playbook who won a T-shirt and didn't message us with their actual info. So if you were here on this morning for opening Playbook and won a shirt, please private message me your details or just hit me up in a private message and I'll tell you what I need.
That would be great. By the way, I got an interesting question from Joshua Graham over the weekend. Actually, I think it was, or maybe it was Monday. And his question was, "Why do I do this for a living? Why do I work here for a living if I make money trading?" Which I thought was an interesting question. And I have so many different thoughts and answers to that. But I guess if he sent me an email wondering that, I wonder if hundreds of other people actually wonder the same thing. So if you guys have ever wondered that, there are a couple of reasons that I do what I do. Number one is I do get a paycheck, and that's a pretty big reason. I have to tell you, my trading has been pretty great this year, but my salary is even more consistent than my trading. And so that having that stream of income is a huge benefit and reason. And I would recommend anyone, unless you're like an active day trader, if you can do what I do and do all the same stuff you're going to do anyway in your trading and make a whole extra paycheck on top of that, it's a pretty good win-win. So that's a big reason in and of itself. But the other part of this is actually the reason I brought it up. We really do love this. I mean, being able to talk trading with you guys and hear the feedback, the amount of incredible emails I've gotten from many of you. I mean, they really are incredibly humbling and just very rewarding. So yes, that is big, because I think his email said something like, oh, you can't just do this for like wanting to help other traders. And it's like, well, yeah, no, I do it to make money, to in our business and as a stream of income, but also the helping people and getting those that feedback, that makes a big difference as well. And so I always think it's funny, because every once in a while I will get a question like that, like on the side, and I kind of think, well, would you think like Warren Buffett doesn't do other things on the side, even though he's worth billions of dollars to make extra? Like, no, like you enterprise, and I love the business side of things and the entrepreneurial side of things almost as much as I love the trading side of things. So, wow, I don't know how I got down that rabbit trail. But anyway, I got that question and I was just thinking, I wonder if anyone else has wondered that as well.
I think Bob G really nailed it on the head here. So it's because you got 17 kids.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess that's part of it. I guess that's part of it too. No, my real reason for bringing that up was to say that we do care about helping people. That is fun. It's not the only reason. There's a very practical, reason on the paycheck side of things. But just to be like very clear, I hope people realize that they're genuinely, at least for me, I won't speak for Graham because he's not as nice as me, but genuinely, when I get an email, if someone's like, hey, I was going through this, or I never had success before, and then I attend your sessions or joined the service, and now I kind of feel like I figured it out. Like, that is a pretty remarkable thing to be on the other side of. So that's very genuine and real.
Yeah, and they say if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And I feel like that really is our job here. Is that I don't know about. I love what I do. I've always loved stocks. I first traded stocks when I was 15 years old. I logged in my mom's account and lost $1,700 in about 20 minutes. I remember it like it was yesterday, but that's what started it all. And I absolutely love it. I knew this is what I wanted to do coming out of school, and I've been doing it now for time flies, like 7 years here with the pub. And I just love what I do. Love waking up. I love numbers. I love digging into the numbers, the data, trying to find edges in the stock market. And of course, sharing with you guys is fun. I could sit in my room and trade all day. Like Nate said, I'd have some winning weeks and I'd lose some weeks too. And then that'd be not so fun. The paycheck definitely is a good thing, a good steady income for anyone who's not retired yet, like me. I'm not yet retired, believe it or not. But I will definitely be doing this for as long as I can because I love it.
Yeah. It also doesn't hurt that 300 grand we talked about is not paid by your own personal credit card of data feeds and everything else. That's kind of a nice bonus as well of being here. But what a lot of people don't know is that, Graham and I have been here behind the scenes actually for a long time. So it's not like, they quote unquote signed us as traders. We've been here doing stuff, being obsessed with this, working on this business for years and years and years. And so like the business itself is also a big, thing of importance to us, of trying to help, our whole team succeed, all the developers, the people. We don't want Dave to succeed, but almost everyone else in the business, we would love for them to succeed. So they have families and paychecks and things that are impacted by us being able to have success. So it's, I guess my point there is it's a lot bigger picture than you probably even think about when you think of just a trader sharing his strategy online. So, well, I guess
that's okay. I don't want my kids to prosper anyway. It's fine. It's fine.
I need to.
Luigi
Nate, I need
said
to
he
make one
thought you guys
crazy trade.
were here for the $1 membership payments.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Those
I
go
need to
directly to my PayPal account.
Yeah,
Hey, don't forget to show that Condor math that we stopped you from showing a few minutes
Yes,
ago.
I will do that. When I can use my new app to draw on the screen too. Go ahead, Graham.
Nothing. I was going to say something stupid, so you're good. Let's
What
not
else
waste
is
everyone's
this?
time.
What else? This is new. All right. So this, speaking of the $1, this is the opening playbook, $1. Oh, I gotta try. Does this work? Let me see. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, so you want the pen.
Let me try this.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And then
guys, this is the biggest breakthrough in the history of
then hit the
closing
trash
playbook.
can. Yeah.
We can finally draw on the screen. This is awesome. Okay. You guys know how I like to draw. But anyway, this is inside the opening playbook VIP. And if you want to go and figure out the exact risk to reward on anything, you just open up this calculator. And so for us, it was a $1 spread. So I don't even remember what our spread was, but say it was 666 and then 667. And we paid 0.65 for it, even though it's a Condor, as long as the width is right and the price you paid is right, the math will be right. And so now you know, okay, my max ROI here is 53.8% when I paid 65 for it. If we would have paid 75 for it, your max ROI would be 33.3%. And then you can choose your contracts. You know, if you're going to trade 10 contracts, which is what I traded, and you got in for 65 cents, well, now you know max spread value is 1,000, but what I'm actually risking is the 650, and my max net profit is the 350. You know that just by the width of the strike and the price you pay there. So that's that calculator that's in there inside the VIP membership area. And you guys can check that out anytime. All right. So we went off the rails there for a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. But let's get back on the rails because we did want to give folks one more opportunity to jump in with Graham here. Speaking of strategy, speaking of things that we built that have nice high odds and good profit factors, we'll give you another chance to check out the presentation. Dave, go ahead. Unless you have anything else, you can fire that off.
I was just going to mention, like, a few people were asking about the target on the QQQ trade we did. So first of all, again, reminder, I'm posting these trades in the announcements below. If you scroll down, you don't have to go searching for the trades. They're just below the presentation, or if you're on mobile, it might be below the chat. Nathan's going to wait till Monday open to figure out the target, but if you want to put one on now, he said 85 to 90 cents. That's all I got. Oh, no, Sunday night.
Let me answer Lynn's question. You don't have to subtract anything from the other side. Lynn, you do have to subtract from the other side. That's what the calculator was doing automatically. So the max value is 1,000. You paid 650. So what you can make is 350. So it is saying the 1,000 is the max of what the spread can be worth. You subtract what you paid for it, the 650. What's left over is your profit potential. So yes, you are doing that in function by using the calculator.
So yeah, we should talk about Sunday and Tuesday. Graham's Sunday night, I guess he talked about it.
He talked about Nick Cage. That's what I think
he did. Yeah. So, but
Tuesday, yeah, give the highlight for Tuesday. We need to drop that link one more time too.
Yeah, let me find that actually because I don't have that one saved anywhere. So Tuesday night, let me grab it from Telegram real quick.
Tuesday night trivia. We're gonna do that. We've never done that before. We just thought it'd be kind of fun to do it together and have a little bit of just a community hangout, give a couple $1,000 worth of prizes, and have some fun. If you guys love it, we'll probably do more. If you don't like it, we probably won't. So it'll be good to do that. That's gonna be Tuesday at 7 p.m. Show up and hang out, maybe win some prizes. And if you guys think trivia night is fun, maybe we'll have more trivia nights. Could be weekly trivia night or something like that. So I think it'll be fun. I'm going to try to stop in there if my son's baseball game is over by then. I'm going to try to check in. But looking forward to that and seeing if it's a fun time and if we get good feedback, and then maybe we'll plan some more.
Cool.